Welcome back, Covenant fans, for the return of Covenant Remnants. And yes, I am using my regular voice. I recently discovered that while some like my altered Sangheili voice, others find it annoying. So I developed a compromise, used my regular voice for series videos and my Sangheili voice for regular vids. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on this new change. To kickstart the return of Covenant Remnants, I'll be doing the Jiralhanae-led Covenant faction, known as the Keepers of the One Freedom. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The Keepers are a Covenant Remnant faction founded not long after the end of the Human Covenant War. They follow the religion of the Covenant, including the belief in the Great Journey. However, they are notable among other Covenant Remnant factions for being one of the few to allow humans among their own ranks. This earned them allies on several anti-UEG colonies such as Venezia and Gaio, and their rapid rise of power has earned them the attention of Oni. The Keepers of the One Freedom are led by a small group of elders called Dokabs, most of whom were formerly high-ranking members of the Covenant military. Their capital is established on the friendly human colony of Venezia, but they are known to have other allies throughout the human-controlled outer colonies. In 2553, a UNSC task force was dispatched to Gaio with the mission of retrieving a suspected oracle. When Gao's Minister of Protection, Arlo Cassie, learned about the oracle's presence, he informed Castor, one of the leading Dokabs of the Keepers. Much to the Jiralhanae's delight, he traded information on Mjolnir armor to Cassiel, as there were some demons on Gaio investigating the oracle, and in exchange, he will sneak Keeper troops on Gaio to recover the oracle. The attack on the UNSC forces began when the One Light landed on a staged inspection, dispatching 500 troops into the jungle. The first attempt to recover the oracle involved sending a small task force, led by Castor's second-in-command Orsun, into the caves. They encountered and were subsequently defeated by Spartan Blue Team. At the same time, a larger task force, led by Castor himself, opened fire on a UNSC garrison on Wendozia, using mortars and snipers to suppress the UNSC Marines. Although Blue Team pushed through the Jiralhanae forces and were evacuated by a Falcon, the aircraft was shot down by Keeper snipers, crash landing in the jungles nearby the war-torn town. Castor and his pack would move in to engage the survivors of the crash, but would eventually be defeated by Blue Team. Castor was presumed dead after sustaining grievous injuries at the hands of Frederick 014, but would later encounter the Huragok Roams alone, who would heal the injured Jiralhanae. Despite their failure to retrieve the oracle, the Keepers of the One Freedom remain at large, as their popularity among the outer colonies grows, as more join their cause to overthrow the heretical tyranny of the United Earth government. Well, that does it for this Covenant faction. Before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to Halo Canon for providing us new visuals for this channel. Thanks again. Won't be long before I become the Covenant version of you. Next week, expect a new episode of Covenant Remnants to pop up, this time detailing Merg Vol's faction that we see in Halo Spartan Assaults. Until next time, may Urus's everlasting light shine your path. Victory to clan and kin, fellow Covenant fans. Covenant Canon, out.
Say